Yo, what is going on YouTube? Yeah, A1 Content. My name is Brady, aka Granson. Welcome to my third NBA podcast. Well, we've had a lot of them, and it's still the third one. But the first question you guys might be asking is, where are those NBA podcasts? Don't have as much time as usual as I have had for my NBA podcast series. So yeah, I've not really had the most amount of time for this. So yeah, I really want to bring this back, and I was really going to do one on the Detroit Pistons, Charlotte Hornets, and Miami Heat playoff race. I might be doing a 2K19 rebuild tonight. I literally had to download it, so it just stopped the stream. So if you're wondering about that, so yeah, that's what happened. But so I might do a 2K rebuild tonight. So yeah, but so I was mainly gonna do this on that, but now we're in the playoffs, and so I had to do my playoff analysis. So yeah, so my brackets and everything. So let's get off with the Eastern Conference. So let's get right into it. It's the Eastern Conference. So we had the Milwaukee Bucks going against the Detroit Pistons. So if it was the Toronto Raptors versus the Detroit Pistons, that would be a different story because I think that Detroit can get Toronto to a game 7, but it's not Toronto because they got the second seed. Because if you don't know, the Pistons literally have been doing amazing against the Raptors for some strange reason. I don't know why the Raptors, but in particular, they've just been maybe because Dwayne Casey. You never know in that particular reason why. So as I know, it's the Bucks. So I honestly think this is a 4-0 sweep for the Bucks easily in my end. And the Bucks got that in the bag, and I think they can even beat them without Giannis. But that would be in like a game 6 without Giannis because this team is just good by itself without Giannis. Like Eric Bledsoe, great. Chris Middleton, great. I gotta no Christian Bucks in 4. No way, no way. So yeah, that's the reason why I have that. So yeah, basically, Mirotic is very good. George Hill's okay. Their bench is not bad. Malcolm Brogdon, he's injured, by the way. Christian Malcolm Brogdon is injured. Ilya Sofa's not too bad on defense, but he's bad on offense if I ever seen so. He's not too bad as like a 7th man and everything. So yeah, Ilya Sofa, but off the bench, they just have a good off the bench. Is he still injured, Malcolm Brogdon? I'm pretty sure Malcolm Brogdon's injured still. So yeah, Malcolm Brogdon, really underrated. I don't think he should have won Rookie of the Year still because I'm looking at his stats. They're not that great for Rookie of the Year candidate. Surprisingly, he won. He is underrated. I will say that. And if they didn't have Giannis, this team I think would be very good, like a top 4 or 5 seed. So yeah, moving on to the next freaking playoff team. So we have of course the Toronto Raptors versus the Orlando Magic. And actually, you guys might be thinking, Toronto sweep. No, it's not going to happen against the Magic. You know why? Because Terrence Ross did play for the Magic for a while of his career. He won the dunk contest in Toronto for them. So I think it's actually going to go to game 5. I'm thinking a game 5. I don't think 6. I mean, Toronto, yeah, because it will be Magic Field. But I think it can probably go. I don't think it's going to do a 7. But I think game 5 is good because Terrence Ross. They have Aaron Gordon's been on a struggle bit. Vucevic is really carrying that team really hard now. DJ Augustine, if he just gets a lot more assists like he's done, the Magic will be an okay. But they're not getting past the Raptors. No way. So next we have. That's a quick one. There's not really much to say on that one, to be honest. Kawhi literally will sweep through the Magic. So next we have the Philadelphia 76ers against the Brooklyn Nets. Oof. I have to give this to Sixers. So I'm giving it in 5 games to the Sixers. D'Angelo Russell will probably do really good one. I think game 3, the Brooklyn Nets will win, but game 4 they'll lose by 1 or 2 points, and that will cause them to lose game 5, like because you can't really break this core. The only team that can really break the core is the Celtics. Because I went to the game, they lost, but they did amazing. And like this, I was surprised. If Gordon Hayward played, they would have won. They played a little bit because they didn't play their best players except for Kyrie got 38 points. But to the main point, the only team that can really defend the Sixers is really the Celtics, and it's been proven in the playoffs. It's been proven they lost one game, the Celtics, and that was in Philly. Plus, Gordon Hayward didn't play, and they lost by 2 points. And Jimmy Butler hit an amazing three. I'll give you that. Like it was a little insane, but yeah. So I don't think the Sixers. I think just the Sixers will go past the Nets just by like a hair in game 4, which will cause them to win game 5. So that's not really much. Now we're going on to the Celtics versus the Pacers. Ooh, I think it matters how I think the Celtics will be amazing in playoffs. It matters if they were like last year, because last year, if you don't know, Gordon Hayward and Kyrie were injured. They were okay because they had a lot more playing time, but they were okay, like they were still good. Then when playoffs, they just rose so high. Terry Rozier was just an okay starting point guard for them, just rose all the way to like a number 20 point guard in the league. And now you see some point guards who can't even start now. And like Terry Rozier could play for a different team next year. Imagine if they sign Kyrie. It still matters because it could get both of them still. But like I don't know if Kyrie's going to resign with the that. But yeah, I think Celtics in now at 6. I think they can win in 5. They did win in Indiana, so I think they can win in 5 games easily. I don't think they're gonna win in Indiana in Game 6. If that happened, I think it would go to Game 7. But yeah, moving on to now to the conference. So first, we're gonna do the Milwaukee Bucks versus Celtics. So basically, Milwaukee Bucks have lost to the Celtics twice, and I'm not gonna. People are gonna criticize me, but my favorite team is the Celtics. So yes, I am being biased here, but look at the stats. Last year they had Giannis, Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton was good last playoff season. Brogdon and Eric Bledsoe and Jabari Parker. They had Jabari Parker, who was good, and they lost him. Well, he's not been doing that good this year, but like last year he was doing amazing, and they lost. They lost. I know they have home field advantage this time, but I think Celtics will win in Game 7 in Milwaukee. I think they can pull that out on top in Game 7 in Milwaukee. They almost won, I think, Game 3 or 4, one of the two, or 6. I forget which game, by like a nail biter, like 1 or 3 to like 4 points. And they can win in Milwaukee. That's the thing. And now moving on to Sixers versus Raptors. I actually gotta go with the Sixers here, not the Raptors. I think Sixers in Game 7 by like 2 points. Since Kyle Lowry, I know they got rid of Jonas Valanciunas or Jonas Valanciunas, and they got rid of DeMar DeRozan, which those two struggled in the playoffs. Not really DeMar too much, but I want to see how Kyle Lowry does this time. But I think even with Kawhi, Pascal Siakam, and Kyle Lowry, they're not going to get past that 5 court. Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons. What's his name? Butler, Redick, and Tobias Harris. That's not happening. I think the Sixers will actually win in Game 7. Now, I'm going to be honest here. Celtics are going to win. So now in my Eastern Conference Finals, Celtics will win Game 5. Everyone knows that series the Celtics are going to win. If they play them anytime, the Celtics will win. Anytime, they will win. Except for like, if it's like in Philly, it's like a 50-50 if they win Philly games. They will win every Boston game they play, no matter what. I know Marcus Smart is injured. If they make it to the conference finals, I think his injury will be fine by now. But I forgot to say that Marcus Smart is injured, but I think they'll be fine. So yeah, Gordon Hayward is hyped up for the playoffs. Great for him. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Now moving on to the Western Conference. So first we have the Warriors versus the Clippers. I'm thinking game 4, game 5. The reason why I'm saying game 5 is matter because if they don't give Sweet Lou his minutes, ooh, that's gonna be trouble. And same with Montrezl Harrell. Like they need to like play them a ton. They've barely been playing for them. Like still, Lou Williams averaged the most points on the team, and he averaged the most assists on the team. People say six man's a close race. Some people don't. Lou Williams, I've seen every video is one. Montrezl Harrell is up there too, but like Spencer Dinwiddie's not that fine. Derrick Rose has been struggling the second half of the season. So yeah, let's just get on to the main point. If Sweet Lou gets his minutes, they will go to a game 5. That's in my opinion. Same with Montrezl Harrell. But yeah, they won that Philly trade because it matters if the Sixers don't resign Tobias Harris and Jimmy Butler, that is really bad for them because they're probably going to go to the second or third round. That's it. Like they're not going to get to go to the no way they're going to go to what's it called NBA. I can't say it's championship or whatever. I can't say the dang word. Not the super. What am I? Language. Christian, help me out here. I'm forgetting it. Well, that's baseball. I'm forgetting the word. I'm forgetting the damn word. NBA. Blank blank. Finals. I'll say finals. Yeah. Oh, you have it on there too. Good. Good. Yeah, the NBA finals. There's another word, but yeah. So yeah, NBA finals. Basically, they're not making it here. So yeah. So let's move on to the Denver Nuggets versus the Spurs. Some guys might be confused with me. I'm taking the Nuggets because some people actually have the Spurs in this one. And Denver does have the capability of winning in game 5, I think, by a mile. No, I think Christian, you're about to see my bracket and you're probably going to make fun of me a lot about it. This is fun. I love the Nuggets team. They're so underrated. It's insane. Everyone's like this. Nikola Jokic, he averaged the second most triple doubles in the league. I'm like, that's true. But like, do you know even anyone else on that team? Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, so basically, yeah, he's good. You got Jamal Murray, great point guard. He's averaging like 16 points per game. You got Gary Harris, one of the best 3-pointer shooters in the NBA. You got Paul Millsap, a great rebounder for a power forward. Good dunker. Yeah, you got Will Barton, who's okay. He's just an okay player in general. And then you got a great bench. You got Malik Beasley. You got not Isaiah Thomas. Monte Morris. You also got Mason Plumlee has been playing amazing for the Denver Nuggets. Like finally, one of the Plumlee brothers does something for them. Like, but yeah, I was surprised how well he's done. And yeah, I think Nuggets in 5. But it matters if they lose game 1. I gotta say, it will probably be a wrap from there in like 5 games for Spurs. But like, if the Nuggets don't win game 1, yeah, there's no possibility that the Nuggets are even going to make the finals as they have them, which you'll see because you're probably confused as heck. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. The Portland Trailblazers, the 3 seed versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is the first one I'm actually putting a lower seat than the top seat in the first round, and that the reason why is that just the Portland Trailblazers struggle with playoffs. Yeah, that's what I have. Thunder in 5. It's because that Nurkic is injured, and Nurkic has been a key role on the Portland Trailblazers, and so if CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard can't really hold that team. I know they have Rodney Hood because last year's playoff team wasn't good at all. Like, no offense. Like 2015, their team was good with like LaMarcus Aldridge and with that trio. That would be amazing. And if they had like Nurkic, but Batum was okay at that time, but still, we're not going to talk about his terrible contract he got with the Charlotte Hornets. But I think Thunder got this in the bag, like really easily, and I think that the Thunder will like could probably sweep them. If they lose, this is gonna be hilarious. But most sites saying that Portland Trailblazers will win them like this. In videos, I've been seeing Thunder winning, and I really agree with the Thunder because Nurkic is injured. That's the key role. All right. Next we have the Houston Rockets versus the Utah Jazz. Back to last season, I do think the Houston Rockets in Game 7 this time, not Game 4. Not Game 5. I think the Houston Rockets will struggle a little more. Like James Harden should be fine. But yeah, Rudy Gobert, I've seen him improve so much this season. Same with Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell was having a slow start and then shortly rise. If you don't know, their team was not even in playoffs. That's how bad they were. They're in the 14th seed. Same with the Rockets, actually. True fact. They both were. And they just climbed their way all the way up there. Like, they were still, halfway through the season, they were, like, having a losing record. And they brought that up to an amazing record. Like, I got to give props to Donovan Mitchell. He said that he didn't want to contest in the dunk contest. He wanted to make his team into playoffs. And I also appreciate that. But James Harden, he could probably win MVP again. Everybody's saying between James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and yeah, Paul George is out of the race for that. We all know that. So yeah, Rockets, you got that in the bag. So now let's move on to the Western semis. Warriors versus Rockets. I'm actually putting this in Warriors in Game 7 again, like last season. Because if somehow James Harden gets injured, they're getting swept. I can tell you that. But I'm saying that, but now I think that Warriors can win in Game 6 because James Harden. It could be even shorter than that, in my opinion. Right now I have it in Game 6. I had it in Game 7, but like I don't think the Rockets will go that far. Yeah, see, you have Warriors in 5, Christian. That makes a ton of sense in my opinion. I have a lot of things in that. So yeah, right now I have that, and that is fine. Like I think my playoff record's not too bad. But yeah, it will get really bad after this. So next I have Spurs versus Thunder. And not Spurs versus Thunder. Nuggets versus Thunder. I have Nuggets in Game 7. Basically, it's going to be a really, really close. Every game will be super close, home or away, and then Nuggets will pull out. And I think my envision is that Russell Westbrook will miss like a not a free throw, but like a 2-point shot, not like a dunk. He'll just miss a shot, and they'll lose by 1 point. And yeah, that's what my thinking is. I don't know why it'll just be like 94-93. Nuggets win or 95-94. Yeah, but do you mean like Thunder versus Spurs because you had Spurs? Yeah, probably meant like that. If it was Spurs, swept. I could really see that. And now we have the Western Conference Finals, which is the Golden State Warriors versus the Denver Nuggets. You guys are gonna get so pissed off at me, but I'm saying Nuggets in 6. Now you guys realize this. The whole team is better. No, not true. Jokic is probably, in my opinion, the best center. His Thunder in 7 versus the Warriors. Yeah, no. I've seen Warriors versus Thunder in a lot of brackets, but no one has the Nuggets high except for me. I don't think the Thunder. I think the Thunder can actually win a game 1, but they're not going to win a game. They're not going to go like that far. That's why I have Nuggets and Warriors, and Nuggets are going to beat the Warriors in Game 7. Or Game 6, I meant. And they're going to win like one really close game on like Game 3, Game 4, I feel like. So yeah, now we have just Celtics versus Nuggets, and I had since the Celtics in 6. So yeah, that's what I think that's going to be it. Because I'm not trying to this is a little biased. Well, basically is biased. But, I kind of want them to make it realistic and biased at the same time. But yeah, the Denver Nuggets are one of the most underrated teams in the NBA. By they're like one of the most if I ever seen so. It took me like 20 minutes to get my webcam working today, and that's a problem because like if you don't know, that webcam on my computer is so bad. It's like it's really literally on the top of my Chrome on this thing right here. So yeah, that's what basically happened. Oh, is there any other questions? Is there any like important injuries I'm missing? Because yeah, I don't think I am, but uh, I'm gonna probably play Siege tonight, boys, or 2K if that's because it's downloaded. Fast. I'm gonna have a little fun playing Rainbow Six Siege, if that is because it's Siege, and I just want to have fun, basically nowadays. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream / video whenever you're watching this, and hopefully my bracket is on point. I'm telling you right now, what teams are even playing first? So here, let me check. BA. Okay, I love how my webcam works as a. Oh, the Sixers and the Nuts are already playing. They already started. Dang, D'Lo. It's 9-11. Sixers. Joel Embiid has 8 points already out of the 11 points, and yeah, no. Oh, D'Angelo Russell hasn't even played yet. Oh, he has. He just scored his first 2 points. The Nets are beating the 76ers. Let's go. I want that to happen so bad, but like, I don't know. So, you guys, as I said, I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I'm going to keep you in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.